Hello, it's Mr. Leung here, and then I would like to tell you the things about CP1, opportunity and risk. Okay, first of all, reminder again, please do remember every page name for here in the cover. So it's a cover. I know for the hard copy, it's not really quite clear. So instead, maybe you have to refer to the soft copy. So yeah, then please refer to the soft copy for here or in your WhatsApp, and then yeah, you can find out the place name in regard and also the direction in regard. Okay, and remember, I would like to introduce a concept which is talking about the oceanic plates and also the oceanic crust and in continental crust. Mr. Leung, even Mr. Leung have made a mistake. Okay, why? Because of them. Maybe you will say, oh, this one is a plate, but inside a plate there will be having different kinds of crust. Okay, for example, in the Australian place, then we are having India in terms of the continental crust, and then Indian Ocean for the oceanic crust, and also the Australia for the continental crust, so on and so forth. Then yeah, so it gonna be remember different kinds of plates, and you gonna remember there are continental crust and also oceanic crust within different plates as well. So don't call continental plates and also oceanic plates. Okay, these are misunderstanding. So bear in mind. Okay, then next, this video will be talking about the destructive pay boundary and also the constructive pay boundary, and also the some basic knowledge about the CP1, okay, which may include the intrusive volcanicity, the plate, and also the different landform caused by the fault and floating as well. Okay, so to start with, the destructive pay boundary. Destructive pay boundary will include if we are talking about specific landform or the landform which may include four mountains, so on and so forth, or the uh, hazards which may include the 311 earthquake, so on and so forth. Then accordingly, we gonna write a 5 step to explain clearly what is happening for the landform, what is happening for the hazards. Okay, for the first one, the destructive pay boundary, which include the movement of the current. The first step will be the movement of the current. So destructive pay boundary will have the convergent magma current, okay, or sinking magma current. Sorry, okay, sinking magma current, okay. Then for the constructive pay boundary, then we are having the divergent magma current. So in general, which is C related to D and then D related to C. Okay, so it's just vice versa. When we are having destructive pay boundary, and then yeah, it should be convergent magma current. Okay, for the constructive pay boundary, then it should be divergent magma current, so on and so forth. Okay, then how about the next? And the plates will move accordingly. Two plates will move towards each other, or moving apart from each other, or even for the conservative, it will be moving with each other in different rates and direction. Okay, so two plates will be moving in a specific way. So, but for the destructive pay boundary, definitely moving towards each other. Then yeah, if you are smart enough or attentive enough, then also you can remember the rates that the plates movement. Okay, then for example, the Himalayas is moving to in the Himalayas pay boundary, which is like the Eurasian place along with the Indo-Australian place, they are moving towards 9 cm per year, 9 cm per year. Okay, so for the number three, it's a bit complicated, but after all, you can handle this. Okay, because they are just related with number one and number two indeed. Okay, so if it's destructive pay boundary, there will be subduction. But for the constructive and conservative pay boundary, definitely lower because it's talking about two plates moving towards each other, just like here. Okay, if it's moving towards each other, then the subduction right here, you can find this one is a subduction. Okay, subduction. Then yeah, which is talking about they are moving towards each other. Then some of the plates will be subducted into the asthenosphere. Okay, then yeah, the subduction will occur only in the destructive pay boundary. Okay, how about the computational force? Yeah, because it's destructive, then it's like the plates is compressing with each other because this moving this side and then the Philippine plates moving this side. So accordingly, they are moving towards each other indeed. And then yeah, the compressional force will be created. And then yeah, slab pull is for the destructive plate boundary, which is just like the plates is pulled down into the asthenosphere, okay? But for the wedge push, which is talking about the vice versa, which is talking about the constructive plate boundary, then because they are rising magma, then the magma is pushing out to the place, then yeah, they may be cool and solidify and become hardened and so become the new rocks. Okay, then explanation of the landform formation. Okay, maybe you can talk about the formation of sedimentary rock as well. Okay, the sedimentary rock layer will rise up and rock layers and between the place boundary being flow and rise up, and then yeah, so accordingly then a chain of four mountain will be formed. Okay, but for today I'm not really going to talk about a lot of the formation of the different kinds of landform here, because you may ask what is 1, what is 2, what is 3 here. Indeed, it's just moving here to here. But you're gonna be careful because the page name will not be the same, and also the place boundary may not be the same. But for the volcanic island fell into this category, so accordingly it is fine now. Okay, yeah, but the place name also need to be changed. But if it's talking about Japan, then this is fine. But Philippines is also moving from the Philippine place to the Eurasian place, but for the Indonesia or the New Zealand, then the story will be totally different. Okay, so you're gonna be careful about this. Okay, yeah, and indeed, you may ask what is the number 1 to number 3 for these nodes. Then actually is just Control C, Control V from here most of the time. Okay, but changing the name or changing the magma current direction or changing the compressional force to the tensional force, but destructive no need to change after all, but just the place name. Okay, so volcanic island, I think I will talk about it later, and then ocean change again, I will talk about it later in the notes. Okay, then yeah. How about constructive plate boundary? Then instead of convergent, then right now it will become a divergent. Okay, divergent, you can see divergent. Okay, yeah, you can see the divergent. Okay, divergent convective current, and then yeah, afterwards then wait a minute. Afterwards, then what should we be careful? Then, I don't know why this one, the wedge push mechanism take place is moving here, but it's step 3. But anyway, it's also okay if it is put into the step 2, because it's something that happened in the asthenosphere. As I mentioned in the lesson before, the things that happening in the asthenosphere really make the place move. Okay, so if you are clear, if your concept is clear enough, then it's also okay for the wedge push mechanism putting in here. Okay, and then the plate will move apart. Okay, instead of moving towards each other. Okay, moving apart then. Okay, then afterwards the tensional force taking place in the constructive plate boundary, then there will be cracks and ligma. Okay, molten rock and magma rise up from the mantle and fill up the gaps of the between two plates. Then the volcanicity will make up by the is highly related to the divergent magma curve. Okay. These magma produce submarine volcanoes, which may in time it may grow above the sea level. Okay, just like the Easter Island and also the East Pacific Rise. And how about the transform fault? I think I will talk about this in more detailedly in the notes. Okay, with Rayleigh as well. Then lastly, convergent plate boundary. not convergent, sorry, conservative pay boundary. Then conservative pay boundary, yeah. Just like in your test, I forget which one, okay, yeah, or homework, most of you forget to write, they are moving in different rates and direction, okay, in terms of the conservative pay boundary. So please do remember it, okay, and make it up in your test or examination or even DSE, okay, because it's quite important, okay. Then lateral force, then yeah. So if you can the only thing that may take place in the conservative pay boundary, only two things that may taking place in the conservative boundary. First of all, is the fault and also the earthquake. Okay, so yeah, nothing to be very important to remind you once again and again for the conservative pay boundary. Okay, then earthquake. Bear in mind the compressional force again. Then once the pressure greater than the strength of rock, the energy is released and sudden vibration is occurred. Okay, how about hotspot volcanoes? Also the same, hotspot volcanoes, but not the same, okay, because it's not in the boundary of the pay boundary. It's not in the pay boundary, okay? Then it almost taking place in the center of the place, then because of the mantle plume, okay, once the plume had reached the lithosphere, then yeah, it may form some cracks and finally some hotspot volcano will occur, okay. Then this is the whole story, but I think you just remember the points is okay instead of the arrows, okay, but the arrow is for further information, okay. Then I'm not going to talk about the volcano as well, okay, because I've talked about the cracks in the or the night of witness in the volcanic island already. Okay, so yeah, I'm not going to talk about this. And tsunami, which is talking about large vertical displacement of water. Okay, on top of the earthquake. Okay, yeah, but it may happen because of the submarine landslide as well as the submarine volcanic eruption as well. So you're gonna be careful about this. Okay, yeah, and the problem then maybe you have to revise here. Then yeah, 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 you can have a look. Mostly for the DSE only happen one time and then yeah, ask you 3 marks. So yeah, up to you then. Yeah, okay. But just be careful about maybe there are different types of different types of consequence may not take place in all of the hazards. Okay,死人冧樓嗰啲咪樣樣都有咯。Okay, yeah, the casualties and also the collapse of building will be taking place in all kinds of hazards, but for some of them, it's not really happening in all kinds of hazards. For example, acid rain, toxic gas, only volcanoes, aftershock, only the earthquake. You're gonna be careful about this. But most of the time, they are having all the way they are having a similar impact, but some of them are identical some of them are specific to the specific hazards. So it's also a point that you have to be careful about. Okay, measure maybe I explain it in the next videos, and then the evaluation it also gonna be explained in the next videos. Okay, then yeah, let's get started for the constructive pay boundary and also the destructive pay boundary and also the conservative pay boundary. Okay, once again, reminder, you're gonna have a deep understanding about this, and then yeah, and also this one is also very important indeed for your DSE question. Almost I admit that in the 2012 and 201 two not 2012, sorry, 2021 and 2022 DSE paper is not about the circum-Pacific Ring of Fire, but for the entire year, almost 80% of the paper is asking the circum-Pacific Ring of Fire. So you're gonna be very, very careful about this. Okay. Yeah, I mean the DBQ. Okay. So and also the essay. So yeah, you're gonna remember all the things here almost all the destructive pay boundary, as I have mentioned before, except the San Andreas Fault. San Andreas Fault is not the destructive pay boundary, and for the entire entire pay boundary, then it's all subduction zone. What is subduction zone? It's destructive pay boundary. Okay, yeah. Next to start with, yeah, this is talking about the destructive pay boundary first, and also the general distribution of the earthquake, tsunami, and volcano eruption. Okay, volcanic eruption. Okay, it mainly happened in the upper Himalayan belt and also the circum-Pacific belt, and also the Atlantic mid-Atlantic belt. Okay, yeah, so annoying. Got highlighter. Okay, then this three is the major important area that is having the volcanic eruption, earthquake, and also tsunami. But be careful. Among these three main things, okay, this one is the most important, okay, which I have just talked about this with you, which is this part, number 2, okay, yeah, because all the earthquake and also all the destructive tsunami and also volcano is taking place here, okay. To start with, and about the place, about the plate boundary, then I would like to introduce the crust, okay. Bear in mind, it's the crust, but not the plates. Plates can have different kinds of crust, but we cannot just say the Pacific Ocean is definitely all made up by the oceanic crust. But how about the Eurasian plates and also the Indo-Australian plates? We won't just call this kind of plate the continental crust or oceanic crust either. Okay, we will call it having both continental crust as well as the oceanic crust. Okay, then yeah. So the continental crust is very thick and light, Okay, the age of rock is old. Okay, and having more aluminium and silicon, which is just like the can, okay, just like the Coke can that you may always having the Coke, and then for the can of it is made up by the aluminium and it's very light, okay. So accordingly, the continental crust is light, okay. How about the oceanic crust? Okay, oceanic crust is always talking about, oops, very annoying, this highlighter. Okay, yeah. For the oceanic crust, then yeah, it is under the oceanic ocean, and then it's thin and dense, and always I give it up. Just let it highlight all the things. Okay, now the age of rock is relatively young and is made up by the iron or magnesium. Okay, which is relatively harder and heavier than the aluminium, as you know. Okay, then yeah. So don't tell me 不要試着說呢個陸地嘅板塊同埋海洋嘅板塊OK, don't say continental crust and don't say continental plates or oceanic plates. Indeed, it should be continental crust and oceanic crust 係地殼嚟嘅，唔係板塊嚟嘅，大佬。OK, yeah, then yeah, that's it. So mantle, then yeah, remember the sandwich arrangement of the internal structure of the Earth. Okay, first of all hard, and then soft, and then hard, and then hard, and then soft, and then hard. Okay, then it make up the internal structure of the Earth. So be careful. This one, the upper parts of the mantle actually is linked with the lithos, the crust already. So yeah, but just the margin of the mantle and the place, sometimes it's hard to identify clear cuts. Okay, then but the area that is underneath the crust will be the asthenosphere. Asthenosphere is always plastic, okay, which is softer, and then the lower mantle, then it will solid, and then when we come to the outer core, liquid again, and then inner core, solid. Okay, so remember the sandwich structure all the way. Okay, yeah, this one is just a recap, and then yeah, the comparison between the continental crust and also oceanic crust also right here. Yeah, then yeah, let's see, yeah, not much to tell. Just remember, oceanic crust is always younger than the continental crust. Okay, because the crust is always formed in the deep ocean. Then yeah, yeah, the submarine volcano is even more than the volcano in the land. Okay, yeah, so there, in general, the oceanic crust is younger than the continental crust. Okay, yeah, this one I'm not going to explain it, but anyway, yeah, plate tectonic. If you have see this word plate tectonic in your lesson or DBQ, it's just referring to this. Just I don't want to say the words about start with S, C, this kind of thing. Okay, but yeah, this is just the passage that is talking about, oh, the place boundary is moving, the place is moving, so on and so forth. Yeah, it's moving like this. Yeah, once upon a time it looked like this, and then yeah, finally we make up like this. Okay, yeah. For the MCQ, let's get go through, and then which of the following comparison between the constructive plate boundary and the destructive plate boundary is correct? Constructive 啊嘛，Leo crust is formed. Right. Destructive plate boundary. All crust is destroyed. Yeah, that's why we call it destructive and constructive. So this is right. And then two plates diverge for the constructive plate boundary, true. And two plates collide for the destructive plate boundary, also true. The convection current in the mantle sink. The convection low current in the mantle rise. This is wrong, okay? Because destructive is always talking about the plates collide. If it's colliding, then the atmosphere underneath is having the sinking magma current instead of the rising magma current. So the answer should be C. Okay, the answer should be C. Okay, this one is wrong. Okay, this one is wrong. Okay, so this is right. Okay, because I'm asking incorrect. Okay, yeah. So three type of finally the center of this video so that right now is the center. Okay, constructive plate boundary, new crustal material formed, diverge plate boundary, and then for the destructive plate boundary, denser material subducted into the asthenosphere is destroyed, convergent plate boundary, and then conservative plate boundary or transform plate boundary, like the plates will be destructed or constructed. Okay, so this is the again, this is the comparison between the continental plates and also the oceanic plates. I don't know why I put it here again. Yeah, because this one I want to give you back the answer if you really have missed it, the circling or fill in the blanks, or maybe you have absent on that day. Yeah, just lead you to just give you to chasing back. Okay, yeah. So this is the slab pull mechanism and also wedge push mechanism. Okay, this one is the slab pull. Okay, because pulling down to the asthenosphere. This one is the wedge push. Okay, which is talking about the convection current within the asthenosphere is pushing the plates apart from each other. Okay, yeah, no big deal here. Yeah, wedge push, and then yeah, wedge push. Yeah, I think you can handle this because yeah, it's just talking about, oh, they're rising in general. The asthenosphere is rising, having rising current, and pushing these two apart, pushing these two plates apart. Okay, yeah. How about this? They are finally they are moving apart. Then we are calling it wedge push. Okay, yeah, I don't think you really need to remember that much, but somehow if you are going to explain the wedge push mechanism, then maybe you gonna tell me which one. Tell me these. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Lot of them. Wait a minute. I'm just talking about number 4. Okay, then yeah, maybe number 5, but not maybe number 1 of these, but yeah, not really matters. Okay, yeah, because which push a slab pull always ask you for 1 or 2 marks only, always require 1 or 2 marks, and also it's always integrated into here. Okay. I mean the part that you are going to explain specific landform, then you may add the slab pull mechanism. Okay, yeah. So you're gonna make it. Okay, yeah, just briefly tell me the slab pull mechanism and also the wedge push mechanism is fine. Okay, next then yeah, the different place boundary and also their internal process included. We are having 3 kinds of the internal processes, and which is floating, faulting, and volcanism. Okay, but you may ask, is it all related to the plate boundary? Yes, and indeed, the conversion pay boundary mostly taken place for this account for these three, okay? But for the diversion and the transform is always account for the faulting only, okay? Yeah, mostly destructive 三個中晒 ，OK？ Yeah， and then constructive 就同埋conservative 咧，通常都係 faulting 嘅啫。And one more constructive also having volcanism, okay? Volcanism 都關 constructive 事 okay? But yeah, mostly we are talking about destructive pay boundary. So floating, I have exhibit a lot, demonstrate a lot of time for what is called floating, right? Okay, once just like a piece, a pile of paper, when you are going to give them a very general, if you are going to give them a very general place in the two end, then yeah, it's going to be flow and rise up. Okay, then this is called a floating. Okay, floating is a process that which the rock layer are floated up under the compression force. So it's mainly in the destructive pay boundary. Okay, mainly in the destructive pay boundary. Okay, destructive pay boundary. I don't know why I'm talking like this. Okay, then yeah. So small scale folding, then you may have a look about this. Then yeah, I have missed the flow here. I have cut a bit of a sorry about this. Okay, but yeah, this one, let's see. Refer to the above diagram which show the flows of rock layer. Which of the following is correct? Okay, X is it the limb of flow or no data? Y is the line of fracture? Not really, okay, because fracture is like this, okay, but not like this, okay， 即係斷咗嘅話應該係咁樣，你見到佢係the angle is different for these two pieces of layer, okay, these two pieces of flow, okay, so accordingly, I don't think this one is the I don't think line 5 is 9, the Y is 9 of fracture, okay, Z is the anticline. Yeah, and then anticline. Yeah. And then it's an overflow legal wall. Is it? Yes. Wow. So hard to. Oh no. 134. So it should be 134. Okay. Yeah. But this a bit OC indeed. Okay. Yeah. But anyway, it should be C. Okay. Yeah. But X is the limb. What is limb? Then maybe you can check out limb of fold. Limb of fold is talking about here. Okay. The changing, how to say? Let's see. Limb of fold. Yeah. This one is better. Yeah. It's just refer to the horizontal situation. The original plane of the flow is taking place. Okay. Yeah. So accordingly, X can be the limb of flow. So 134. Okay. Because Y is not yet fractured while compared with this. Okay. While compared with this, 或者真係斷咗啊嘛。OK 即係呢個好似斬人咁樣，或者斬手指咁樣。OK 咁你斬咗手指會點樣？斷咗會甩咗出嚟噶嘛？OK yeah, just sorry, I'm talking something bloody okay, just like cutting off your finger when your finger is really cutting off, then it should be like this 噶嘛，OK 你唔會斬咗手指再冚翻入去冇事咁樣噶嘛，OK yeah, so it should be C, OK yeah, then flow can be small scale, and we may find this in the Marcy Chow and also the Lai Chi Chong. Okay, yeah, 馬士洲麗子莊. Okay, which all the way in the Taipo or very remote part of Taipo. Okay, yeah. Then yeah, and then for the Flow Mountain for Hong Kong, not really having a lot, not really having something, there. Okay, yeah. So which is not really going to having a lot in Hong Kong. Okay, but we also need to study because it's about the Himalayas. Okay, Himalayas is related to this. Okay, Himalayas 關佢事。Okay, next. Wow, how come? Yeah, this is the example. And yeah, where can we find the Full Mountain, Alps, Atlas, Himalayas, Rockies, Andes? Previously, I haven't specified which one is which one, and right now you got it. Okay, yeah, and there are some old full mountains as well. Yeah, but not really important anymore. Okay, but just FYI. Okay, yeah. Then what are the difference between the Yangfo Mountain and Ophel Mountain? Yangfo Mountain is taller and steeper, and then Ophel Mountain mainly lower and shorter and gentle. Okay, yeah, for the entire. Also, the stability for the Yangfo Mountain is not stable, and for the Ophel Mountain is stable. Okay, yeah, and this one actually, why? I think I have go through the sample essay with you. If you still remember, it should be 2016 DSE. Okay, yeah. Why there are more explanation as well. Okay, yeah. Just like we are the advantage of the Flow Mountain can block the cold wave. Okay, and then yeah, it can provide different kinds of medical herbs. Okay, yeah. Tourism can be uh, developed and then thermal power can be generated. But again, I would like to say 2016 doesn't allow this answer. Although Himalayas, I'm bringing DSE right now in the YouTube. Okay, hope the DSE guy can watch it and see it. Okay, yeah. The 2016 marker still complaining about this. Okay, yeah, the geothermal power, indeed we can find it in the Pakistan, Nepal, this kind of area. Okay, yeah. If not, just Google it. Right now, the internet is so convenient. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there is. Okay, no doubt. Don't complain, don't argue with me. Okay, there's a lot of Pakistan hosting. Okay, then you cannot say, oh, this is not related. Okay, because it's mainly the flow mountain is still the destructive pay boundary. Then actually we are having the intrusive volcanism.喂，做咩事？ Okay, we are just having the intrusive volcanism. Okay, so this totally learns a lot to include. Okay, yeah. Then mineral resource, this is wrong. Okay, indeed, this is wrong. Okay, Flow Mountain may not have the yeah, they are mineral resource. Okay, they are mineral resource, but we can just limit it to as to the salts, mineral salts only. Okay, don't say, oh, don't mix up with the volcanic thing. Volcanoes can have irons, can have gold, can have diamond, this kind of thing. But for the Flow Mountain, we can just have the mineral salts. Okay, yeah, 嗰啲岩鹽rock salts okay, only. Obstacle, the extreme climate is no good and also it may block the city and development, and then also the accessibility may not be good. Okay, yeah, so on and so forth. So let's move to faulting. Faulting, in general, you're gonna remember what is faulting. Fault is the difference between the faulting and floating. Floating all the way around, low fracture mainly, except this one. Okay, over crust flow, but the majority of the flow doesn't have the do not have the fractures. Okay, the line of fractures, but faulting all the way, we are having a lot of fractures, just like this one. Okay, so you're gonna remember both of them. We will have both of the compressional force and tensile force and shearing force are having faulting. Okay, which may talking about constructive destructive and conservative all the way. faults. Okay, this is important. Yeah, write it down. Okay, if you are with me. Okay, yeah. Then next, then you can see the fracture will taking place, and it may cause the rock are broken up. Okay, then yeah, the faults will take place. Yeah, so annoying. The faults will take place. Okay, yeah. So I think I will better leave it to you for here. Actually, it's slide past each other. Okay, yeah. Not really. Wait. Hanging wall here. Oh, moving down. Yeah, moving down. Is mixed up. Okay, yeah. This one, the hanging move up. Okay, yeah. Sorry for the circle is gonna change this one slide past each other. Okay, because normal fault always make up by constructive pay boundary. Okay, or tensional force. Okay, yeah. Why is not writing the constructive pay boundary? Because it's not very direct. Okay, for here. Okay, because the destructive place, since the Earth is as a sphere, okay, once you are exerting some force to different part of the Earth, and then it may deviate. So in terms of constructive, then there may be different kinds of force also. Okay, there may be the normal force, there may be reverse force, there may be strike slip fault，OK 即係可能三樣都有嘅，OK，but 只係講緊邊樣多啲嘅問題嘅啫，OK，just about the majority，OK，constructive pay boundary normally will have more normal faults，OK，yeah，because you know constructive is the way like this，OK，is the way like this，is the way like this，OK，so then it may have more normal faults. And accordingly, this one, because this is destructive pay boundary, this one representing the destructive pay boundary, then yeah, this force, we can mostly find it in the destructive pay boundary, then yeah. Then it is all the way reverse force will be taking place in the destructive pay boundary more, okay, just more, okay, majority is more, okay. Then this one, definitely conservative pay boundary. Okay, so let's move to here. Then yeah, actually, if you know this, then for this part you will be fine. Okay, most of the time you will be reminded with the constructive pay boundary or destructive pay boundary, just like 2014. Only DSE question asks you to draw the things. Okay, yeah, 2014 fell into this category. Okay, yeah, then because it's in a constructive pay boundary, okay, yeah, I have go through the 2014 if you East African Rift Valley, okay, then yeah, it's moving apart from each other. The central block is going to sink, okay, yeah. How about the compression force? The compression force will make it like this or like this, okay, yeah. Because right now, no matter how many times I'm going to repeat to you, you will not remember because it's totally a drawing thing. So I really suggest you, if you are not confident for yourself, then maybe you draw it again when you are having sometimes. Okay, yeah, like this, and then like this, and then oh, like this, yeah, like this. Slowly to draw very beautiful indeed. I have said so many times, Mr. Leung drawing, you know, it's like this, okay? Then yeah, not really important for whether it's beautiful or not. Yeah, but practice, yeah, you really need to practice, then it may make you more familiar with the things. Okay, yeah. And anyway, the rising part is the block mountain, and the sinking part will be the Rift Valley. No matter that's caused by the tensional force or compressional force, blah blah blah. Okay, faulting in Hong Kong, then there may be some fault line in Hong Kong as well. Okay, you may learn more in when you are in Form 5. Okay, yeah, if you are not dropping, then so So we are having many faults in Hong Kong, mainly extending from the northwest to southeast direction. Okay, Sai Kung Peninsula, why there's a lot of mountain, then it's also caused by the faulting. Okay, yeah. Oh, Block Mountain can be found in tensional, tensional going this side, tensional going this side. So this one moving this side. Actually, all of them moving this side. Okay, so it's going this way. Then this one is going to sink. This one is going to sink. Okay, yeah. So sink part is Rift Valley, isn't it? Are we? Wait. So this one is Rift Valley lah. Anyway, valley. Okay, this one is the mountain. Okay, this one is the mountain, and this one is the valley, and this one is the mountain, because it gonna be alternative, right? Okay, because if no mountain cannot compare, it's a valley. Okay, so 1, 3, 5. This one is also mountain because next to it is already the Rift Valley. Then yeah, 1, 3, 5 is the block mountain. Okay, yeah. How about this? What kind of thing will result? Faulting, can be because conventional force cause faulting. Floating, volcanicity or earthquake. Earthquake first. Okay, yeah. Why? Because volcanicity, we need to have more and more time to have volcanicity. 你唔會即刻咧有個火山爆出嚟噶嘛 ？Okay, but earthquake will come first. Okay, because and also we are just having 3 choices. Okay, 要分So 1, 2, 3, C. Okay, so this is the intrusive volcanicity, then intrusive volcanicity, and also the extrusive volcanicity. Okay, extrusive volcanicity, mainly volcanoes. Okay, yeah, you should know what is volcanoes. I've told you so many times. The keywords of the volcano is what? Cracks. Okay, then yeah, crater lake is the crater of the volcano filled with water, and caldera is if the eruption is too serious, then the caldera occur. Lava plateau is a slow version of the volcanic eruption. Then if there's a sheet of lava piles up, then lava plateau occur. Laccolith is the UFO, as I always told you. Okay, Laccolith 咧成日 UFO 咁樣嘅。Okay, then dike is vertical 呢個。Okay, this is vertical, right? Okay, dike is this one. Okay, and then how about seal? Seal is horizontal, this one. Okay, and then yeah, what is in the base? Number H is the batholith. Okay, yeah, and then next goes to here again. Yeah, this what type of convergent divergent transform. Okay, yeah, then you can have a reference on here because it's just a recap of the previous section for the number for the page 27 and page 28. Okay, yeah. Right here, then, yeah, constructive pay boundary. What are the steps? Okay, bear in mind, this is the step. Okay, 唔記算啦，作咗佢咯，都係呢句咁但係喂，你讀得咁你冇諗住 job 噶嘛 ？OK 你而家 best 5咁點算啊？OK 唔好 drop 任何一科then yeah, rising first of all step 1 rising convection current and then step 2 plates diverge moving apart from each other. Okay, yeah, forming tensional force, then tensional force will leads to the wedge push mechanism, so on and so forth. Then yeah, there may be a cracks, and then yeah, indeed please don't just write one sentences for every step, okay? Yeah, because right now the DSE requirement kind to be quite harsh, okay? Because as I said before, no FBQ anymore, okay? Although you don't know FBQ, yes, Form 4 student, but yeah, FBQ used to make the curve lower, and then yeah, it can help to reduce the requirement of the DBQ and essay. But right now, since it's having most of the people student doing good in the DBQ and also the essay, then right now we are going to have a harsher standard for the DBQ and essay. Then you're gonna write down at least step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5. Better it will be 2 to 3 sentences, okay, for step 1 to step 5, okay? Yeah, if you really want to play safe to get the grade you want, okay? Yeah. So mainly the constructive pay boundary, we are having this mid-ocean ridge with valley, transform fault, and also the submarine volcanoes, okay? For the mid-oceanic ridge, okay? Yeah, indeed, right here, I think you can handle this already, okay? What is the convection map right here? Mainly, it is the rising. How come it's like this? Yeah. Rising magma currents taking place in the asphenosphere. Okay, yeah. Then maybe step 2. Then the plates will move apart from each other. But indeed, you would better, in order to get the higher mark, you gonna tell me the place name at least. Right here, you can see the place already. Okay, African plate will move apart from the South American plate for step 2. Okay. How about step 3? Step 3, then wait a minute. Step 3, then is there subduction? No subduction at all. Then don't mention. Okay. The wedge push mechanism is taking place, and the Liu plate is created along the plate boundaries. Tensional force is exerting in the plate boundary. How about number 4? 4, which is talking about the formation of landform. Then formation of landform may include the explanation. Then I have talked about this a lot of time. Mid-oceanic ridge is indeed a volcano. Then what is the basic requirement of volcano? Cracks. So that's why I write tensional force is exerting in the pay boundary at the beginning. Then the tensional force will create cracks next to the page boundaries. Now, I know I have said you're gonna write 2 to 3 sentences for the every step. Indeed, I'm just referring to step 3 to step 5. Okay, yeah, step 1 and step 2 kind of limited, I admit. Okay, yeah. Then next, then if we are having cracks, then what are we going to do? Yeah, as I have said always in a geography lesson, why in Cantonese 點解要去廁所啊？因為屎口忽必烈啊嘛，你要膀胱有壓力，同埋要有個啲先出到嚟噶嘛。 Okay, English version, why you need to go toilet. First of all, you're gonna have some pressure on your bladder or intestine, and then you're gonna have some space or some gap to let the feces getting out, okay? Let the poo-poo getting out, right? So, then what should we call this if we are having the context like this? First of all, we are going to talk about the cracks will develop it into the magma chamber, which is just like baffling. But for here, you would better say the magma chamber because not all the way we are having baffling in the every pay boundary. Okay, yeah, magma chamber kind of more general uh than the baffling. Okay, then going cracks will develop into the magma chamber and then legs. The magma pause. The pressure exert in the pay boundary, just in the pay boundary, will force the magma pause out from the through the cracks. Oops, I deleted a P. Then after the lava cools and solidified, then it should be number 5. A series of volcanoes will be developed along parallel with the pay boundary. The mid-oceanic which is formed. Maybe you can give some examples such as Iceland, blah, blah, blah. Okay, but I think this is already at least if you are having a 6 mark question in your DBQ, I think at least you can have at least 5 mark. 點都有80分嘅呢度 ，OK， 80% pass, 80% marks is a must if you can write like this along with the 5 step as I've told you. Okay, then yeah, let's go through for here. Yeah, it's more or less the same like this. Okay, maybe this one is better than Mr. Leung. Okay, yeah, Mr. Leung may give you a bad answer indeed. Okay, yeah, then fixture. Okay, pressure. Okay, then they are moving apart divergent pay boundary lah. As I said, always said the convection current sometimes have mark, sometimes doesn't have mark, but pay safe then write it down. Okay, yeah, fixture also okay, cracks also okay. Yeah, then it will reduce the asthenosphere below, okay, and then melts to from magma. Then magma rise through the cracks or lithosphere and fills the fixture, which is through the lithosphere lah. Same lah. Lava cools and solidify and then form the new crust material, which is hot and have a low density. Then they may form a wedge. So this is called a wedge push mechanism. Okay, yeah. Will there with rarely also yes because yeah, the normal fault will occur time after time. Okay, yeah. So next one, transfer fault. This one is the proper writing for the 5 step。OK， 即係你若果你要滿分嘅話，呢度寫晒咧就一定得噶啦。OK，if you write all of this here, then you can get a 5 mark. OK，next，transform fault。transform fault 係啲咩咧 ？transform fault you can see there's a lot of transform fault which is having some pattern, okay, zigzag pattern kind of, okay. Then, but why the transform fault there will be low 5-step table because transform fault almost doesn't have in DSE before. Okay, but I would like to tell you also. Okay, yeah, the mid auxiliary ridge is not a continuous straight line, but maybe having a lumbar structure. Some of the faults are parallel to each other or linearly 打錯字啊 ，OK wrong typing OK linearly OK perpendicular to the mid auxiliary ridge OK then the horizontal fault horizontally displaced forming shear force then also there may be the earth rotation will cause the plate split across along the mid auxiliary ridge at different rates okay then the auxiliary ridge may be broken or displaced into different sections, then we will call it as transform fault. Okay, if the relative is lower, then the linear speed of rotation will also be higher. Then it's more far away. The zigzag pattern will be more 即係你越低緯度咧，you know, if the latitude is lower, then you can see here the zigzag pattern will be more dominant, okay, because the rotation, the deviation is higher, okay, because of the Earth self-rotation, okay, yeah, so it's gonna be like this 哦，原來喺度 but because of time, I really want to skip it, okay, yeah, sorry, yeah, if I make up it for you later, okay, so how about the Rift Valley? Rift Valley, yeah, you know 214 have it, okay, yeah. Indeed, mid auxiliary which doesn't have in DSE yet, but it will appear in the former. It appear as a one of the question already, but not really asking the formation. Okay, just asking about the volcanic eruption. This kind of thing. Okay, yeah. So but you know, if the DSE want to change something, then also the mid OCI which will be covered. Okay, yeah, Rift Valley can also be found in the continental crust and oceanic crust. Then the convection current will move the mantle two adjoining oceanic plates diverge and form each other from the constructive plate boundary, and then some of the plates diverge more slowly. Okay, then just like the northern part of the mid-ocean ridge, then the newly formed rock at the mid-ocean ridge will sink along the normal faults under the tensional faults. Then it will form a Rift Valley. Then you may say, oh, where can we find the answer? Where can we find the answer there? Actually, I will give you later. Okay, right here you can find the you can find here. I mean, I'm not going to give you later. Okay, yeah, because indeed the Rift Valley is already I would better say we are not going to have it, but yeah, it's having lower possibility. But if for the step 1, step 2, step 3, indeed, yeah, it's more or less the same like here. 嗱，真係時間關係，我唔想慢慢逐個同你打。OK，all the step 1, step 2, step 3, you know it. It should be the same for if the pay boundary are the same. OK，but just the place will be different. So don't ask me what is the 1, 2, 3 of the Rift Valley. Don't ask me what is the 1, 2, 3 of the transform fault. OK，I just showed you what is transform fault now. Okay, yeah, here we go. I don't want this, come on. Yeah. Step 4. Earth rotation. 拋題貓字先啦，so cause the plates split apart from at the mid-oceanic ridge at different rates. Something more? 3 to 5 sentence, 3 to 4 2 to 3 sentence 嘛。The lower the latitude, the higher the linear speed of rotation. Next, then, yeah. So, the lower latitude will have a more dominant zigzag pattern. Okay, step 5. Step 5 will be, the mid-auxiliary ridge will be offset by numbers of transform fault. The faults are parallel to each other and nearly perpendicular to the mid-auxiliary ridge. Then this is the transform fault. Okay. In short, the mid-auxiliary ridge is displaced and broken into different sections and create transform fault. 時間關係，我打呢個啦。如果唔係你哋瞓着覺啦。The mid-auxiliary ridge is displaced in broken into different section. And create transform fault. OK， 好，繼續。So submarine volcano and volcanic island. I don't want to write here for be frank, okay, because it's just the same like the mid-auxiliary ridge. Okay, yeah, you can have a trial on your own and then write to me and then ask me right or wrong. Okay, I can mark it. Okay, yeah, sometimes you really need to create on your own. Okay, yeah. Then let's move to the Rift Valley. Rift Valley 講噶啦。Okay, let's move to the destructive pay boundary. I mean, okay, yeah, Rift Valley, you're gonna have a look about the case of the East African Rift Valley, and then yeah, this is having a very detailed diagram. Then it may also showing the 5-step already. Okay, yeah, but it all again the step 1 always missed it, but yeah, you need to write it. And then number 2, the Nubian plates splitting up with the Somalian plates, moving apart from each other. The thinning of the lithosphere reduce the pressure, and then the the magma will come out, and then the rock first melts and rise and magma. Then yeah, the normal fault and taking place, and then the magma coming out, the lava cools and solidify, and then it may form a series of volcanoes, and then the central part may sink to form a Rift Valley. 響晒度啦 5 step. Okay, yeah, it's already the 5 steps. So yeah, you're gonna do it on your own. How about destructive pay boundary? Destructive pay boundary, first of all, this is the crab. Okay, yeah, finally I say the word crab, sorry. Okay, yeah, just pass it. Okay, yeah, just skip it. And then let's move to the important part, which is talking about different kinds of collision. Yeah, we are having continental collision, oceanic continent collision, and ocean collision. Okay, for the but indeed for my personal advice, you really don't need to remember this. Okay, yeah, what you need to do is just remember oceanic crust will sink. Okay, yeah, will be subducted. Then your life will be more easy. Okay, your life will be easier. Okay, yeah. So first of all, what is it going to have? Sedimentary rock. Okay, yeah. If you see the word sedimentary rock 啦，都唔使諗噶啦，一定係 flow mountain 噶啦。Okay, yeah, most of the time it's flow mountain. 嗱，I really don't have time to make it one by one. I will give you the written version of this right after the in the WhatsApp group. Okay, yeah, but you can write it again on your own, and then you can have a trial. 嗱，其實好明顯，喂。 第一版 for the step 1 to step 2 and also step 3 is in here. Yeah. And then step 4, step 5 擺明響度㗎啦。Okay, yeah, you can have a trial, okay, for here, okay, to trial the step 1 and step 4, 5, okay, this one, yeah, again, this one is the ocean change, again, then you can write down here, okay, yeah, which is more or less the same, and then blah, 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 flow mountain again, yeah, be careful about the flow mountain, okay, yeah, if human layers, okay, moving towards each other since the right now is already the continental crust. Now, I have said before, right in the beginning, which is talking about the continental crust is may lost subduct, okay? Only the oceanic crust will be subducted. So India right now don't have the continental crust already, don't have the oceanic crust already between the Eurasian, okay? Between the Europe and Asia. Then, yeah, don't say there's subduction, okay? How about next? Volcanic iron again. Would you mind to write down for me? Okay, yeah. Again, it's all about the cracks, all about the volcanic eruption, but the step 1 to step 3, you're gonna be careful. Okay, yeah, because it's gonna be the vice versa of the previous constructive pay boundary version. Okay, yeah, was more or less like this. Yeah. 又係呢啲咯，又係 continental crust，又係你啊 full mountain 好煩啊。Okay, yeah. So this the continental crust. How about conservative pay boundary? Only the transform fault is remained. Okay, yeah. Then yeah, I even don't have the I have the figure, but please do it on your own. And definitely I want to take our YouTube later, but I think 1 hour for 3 units is a bit long already, so I would better leave it here. And I will talk about the 1.4 and 1.2, 1.6 in the next lesson. Okay, bye.